Okay. Hello, my friends. I have to cut out my little hand tattoos so that they don't get all like cloudy and foggy. It's 11 p.m. and I just decided that right now I think I want to finish this press-on order before I go to sleep. And I thought at the same time I might as well do some story times about significant times I've had being a nail tech. I wouldn't say necessarily like all my horror stories, but just like the significant things that have happened that I remember. Also, I would love to show you what I'm doing, but I don't have the energy to record 2 camera angles. I just don't. So I'm gonna show you guys as I go along what I'm doing. Inspo pic. My cat is hella bugging, bro. This is gonna start pissing me off. I've been doing nails for 6 years. After 6 years, you've pretty much seen it all. I've also been extremely fortunate and extremely blessed to attract a majority of really good clients. Like, I really don't have too many like horror stories. It's more just like kind of like funny things that have happened to me. I definitely believe that what you put out in this world is what you receive. I think it's really important to be a good person because what goes around comes around, and luckily, thank the Lord, I have never had anyone like run out on me or try to go without paying or any of those things. I've never been like fearful for my life or anything doing nails, so I'm extremely blessed. I've done nails my whole life, but I started taking clients when I was, I think, like 16 or 17. So, pretense. I grew up in Hesperia, if anyone knows where that is. Honestly, it depends on the day who you attract. Like, you could attract a completely normal person, or you could attract some cheap, sketchy people. I feel like I've gotten a good variety of clients. Also, pause the foreshadowing. The way that I do my press-ons and get her sizes is the coin method, which is where you have your client take like an aerial picture of their hand next to a coin, which I have a quarter here, and then you're able to proportion it through your phone and then get the sizes of the nails through there. So I already did that and I already got her sizes so that I could just start working on these. But I actually created a list of the stories that I wanted to share. Starting off strong, my whole life I was not allowed to have any kind of social media. So when I wanted to start taking clients, it was kind of hard for me to like get the word around. One of my childhood friends, she actually created an Instagram for me, and she would book all my nail appointments, and then I would just, you know, show up. Shout out Lotus for being a really supportive friend and running my Instagram for me. Like, that's so nice. So the first client that I ever took, I had just kind of set up my nail station in my garage, and like it was hella jank, but like it worked. My friend had called me and she was like, hey, like these 2 girls want to get their nails done. They were wondering if like you could do them today. So I was like, yeah, of course. And then I was really nervous because this was like the first clients that like I've ever taken. So I asked her if she could come with me, and I was like, just tell them like you're my assistant or something. Like, I don't know. That appointment in itself was not like significant to speak on, but I just thought it was funny how like I made my friends sit in there with me because I was so nervous. The chronological order of setsbysun, we started in our original house in Hesperia in the jank garage. Then I moved to my apartment where I started doing nails in that jank garage. I moved into that apartment in January, and that was also around like rain season. I put all my nails in the garage because I had just moved and I hadn't like set it up yet, and it rained, and that's when I learned that my garage in my old house floods every time it rains because of the way that like the driveway was set up. It created like a pool, so it flooded and ruined all my nail supplies, all of them. I was distraught. I was horrified. It sucked. Luckily I was able to replace everything. Yeah, it was awful. All my nail supplies got wet, got ruined, had to start over again, but this too shall pass. I was just like, you know, what can you do about it? And I was working at McDonald's at the same time, so I was able to like pay for my stuff. I'm trying to think back, and I don't think I had any bad or like crazy experiences in my nail setup in the garage. It was just like always hot as fuck. I do remember though, starting doing nails made me a lot more closed off, just because as soon as I went back to school and everyone in my small town of Hesperia was like talking about each other and gossiping to me, nail tech, I went back to school from COVID and I was like, she's talking shit about her, she's cheating on him, he's cheating with her. Like, I just knew everyone's tea, so I was just like, I don't want anything to do with this. And so something that would come along with that and being in such a small town is I would get a lot of clients who knew each other, who had beef, who were involved with the same man, or who would come to me asking about my other clients. Like, it was always so sketchy. Like, it was awful. I personally keep really good client confidentiality, so you can't come to me, babes, about anything about my friends. Unless you're my friend's op or you're my op. I don't know why you would get your nails done by me, but I have had that happen before, unintentionally. After the garage, I decided to move my nail setup into my bedroom, which was upstairs in my apartment. It was cool, but it sucked because I felt like my bedroom wasn't mine. Like, I always had to keep it perfectly clean, you know? During the time that I had my nail setup in my bedroom, a lot of good things were happening for me. Like, I was popping off on TikTok. There wasn't too many nail techs at the time, so like all of my content was doing really, really good. And I just by a long shot, because again, I grew up in Hesperia, good parts and bad parts, but I personally liked being bad, so I just always listened to Stunna Girl growing up. And just by a long shot, like, I just DM'd her because I was like, fuck it, and she actually answered me and was trying to get her nails done. So I was like, hell yeah. She asked me for my phone number. I DM'd it back to her. All of a sudden, I'm getting a FaceTime call from a random number, and I answer it and it's Stunna Girl, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Stunna, thank you. When are we linking, bae? We set it all up. Same thing. It was like my first house call ever. I asked her if I could bring a friend to help, and luckily Stunna was hella cool. Like, she was so sweet to me and my friends, especially because I was young. I was like 17, and she was so sweet to my friends. She introduced herself to my mom. Like, she was so nice, and she let us like hang out with her past me doing her nails. That was cool. That was my first ever house call. The only time I've really had a client question my prices in my face, where I was like, you got me a little fucked up. I had this girl and her friend come. The woman, I would say woman, not girl, but the woman would come often. She had probably came like 3 times already, and this time she brought her friend. Her friend was super nice, she was super nice, whatever. The whole appointment goes by, and this client is also like 40, I'm getting irritated, like 40 years old. This was also when I was just beginning, so it's not like my prices were like anything crazy. I think I charged her like $75. No, 60. I think it was like $60. I did the whole service on her, gave her a set, and then I told her her remaining was 60. You're grown. You're 40 years old. She looks me dead in my face and she's like, 60? And I was like, yeah, like 60. And then she looks at her friend and she's like, 60. And I was like, yeah, like 60 for some nails, like what's wrong with that? She still paid it, but you know, the first time someone questions your prices, you are like, damn, like, am I charging too much? And no, I was not. I was just charging the wrong person too much. I stopped doing her nails after that, which I'll kindly tell people, like, hey, like, I think you should find a new nail tech. It depends. It depends, honestly, because at the end of the day, I'm a person too. I'm a human being too. You can go about things the right way, or you can go about things the wrong way, and same for me. But I haven't really had to fire too many clients, but it gets to a point, like, if I'm dreading your nail appointment, I don't think all money is good money, and it takes a lot for me to dread a nail appointment. Another great story that I have, when I was just a wee little nail tech. So my friend Noor, I met her through the internet. Well, I met her through a mutual friend who also did social media. First time I did a house call, I think it was her birthday nails. We hit it off like great. She was super sweet. And then she ended up calling me back for Coachella. That's what it was. So she wanted to like do her and all of her friends' nails and paid for like me to stay out there for like the whole day. At the time, I had crashed my car, so I had no wit. So my dear friend Lotus, who I love so much, she decided to drive me down there. She also brought my other friend. We all went down there and I started doing their nails. For my own mental health, this is what we're doing, okay? I'm not readjusting it anymore. These keep ripping even bigger. Everything's irritating me, and it started with my cat. Anyways, so I do Nora's nails, everything's great. Her boyfriend at the time was rolling up and he was like, do you want to smoke? And I'm like, of course I want to smoke. But at this time, I wasn't like a heavy smoker like that. Like, I definitely didn't have a tolerance and I would get zooted. The good old days, right? I hit this blunt, everything's lit, and I had done everyone's nails except for one last girl who was gonna come. Oh my gosh, would it be fun if I rage quit? Hey, so it's the next morning. My camera broke, so I had to fix that. Luckily I fixed it myself. Bless. Got new stands. I Amazon overnighted that shit. I also decided to go ahead and shape and add the builder gel off camera because this shit was pissing me off. I don't like the person I become when I have to do press-ons. We're right back at it. So once again, she had booked me to do her and all of her friends for Coachella. The last friend was like late, like they weren't there yet, and I had the choice to wait till like 5 p.m. to start or go home at that point, because I would have to wait like an hour. My friend's like, while we're in LA, let me do DoorDash. Like, do you want to come with me? Let me not just sit here on this girl's couch like waiting for her friend to come. I'm about to leave with Lotus to go do some DoorDash orders, and Nora's boyfriend asks me if I want to hit the blunt. Of course I do. Of course I want to hit the blunt. I go downstairs, we go and do some Uber Eats for about an hour, and I am baked. I'm fried. I don't think I can do this girl's nails. Like, I'm too faded. Good thing she's late. Like, let's go home. I have school tomorrow. I was in high school still, so I'm like, I have school tomorrow, let's dip. Like, I'm f***ing faded. So we go back to Nora's apartment. We go back upstairs and I'm like, okay, lit. She's not here yet, so I could just go home. Oh, she's here, by the way. She's just looking for parking. I'm like, fuck. Like, damn. These nails were for Coachella, so I'm like, okay, I can't be fucked up. Like, I need to just hash it out and do it. She parks. She comes up to get her nails done. I start doing her friend's nails. I'm just talking to her and I'm like, oh, like, have you gotten all your Coachella outfits yet? And she's like, I actually am not going to Coachella. These are just for fun. So I could have gone home. I've been here since 8 a.m. and I could have gone home, and I have school tomorrow and you were late and I could have gone home. So I was pissed, and I literally spent the whole rest of that nail appointment just silent, locked in, trying to just survive because I was so faded. Luckily, her nails came out good and I was able to continue on with my life and just go home after that. I do remember that being like a significant time where I was like, damn, I definitely can't smoke and do nails at the same time. Now, that's nothing to me. I do that all the time. But back then, it was like, shit. Like, I was so faded. That's all I remember. It looks like we're telling ghost stories, but I really need to focus on the nails. So, I apologize. After I kept my nail set up in my bedroom, the next thing that I did was move it downstairs into my living room, like literally right outside my front door. I think that was the most perfect setup ever. Obviously, I like my setup now. I have my own room, but back then, like, it just looked super clean. Also, I want to preface too, any of the stories that I'm sharing, I literally think they're so funny. I don't think that was a bad thing at all. So if I tell a story about you, I literally love you. Like, I promise. Or I'm not trying to air you out or like make you feel bad. I promise. These are just silly little stories. No harm to anybody. I literally love all my clients. So one time when I was in my living room setup, I had done a giveaway, which I do every once in a while just so, you know, support my clients the way they support me. This random girl won. I didn't know her or anything. She came and it was a hella good appointment. Like, we were bonding, we were cracking jokes with each other. Like, I was hella excited for her to be my new client because we were just getting along so well. Mind you, I have like leather seats. She gets up and she had bled on my chair. And for me, I'm like, shit, we're all girls here, like I'm not tripping, but I don't want to clean it. So I just looked at it, and before I could even say anything, because again, this was a giveaway, so it's not like she had to like pay or anything, as soon as she saw it, she literally just ran out of my house. Like she didn't even apologize or anything. She literally just booked it, and I never saw her again. And I think about her all the time, because I'm like, girl, no one was tripping. I don't want to clean it, so I threw the chair away. If you're watching this, I think about you all the time, and I'm not mad at you. Probably the most significant thing that ever happened where I was hella scared. If you're watching this, I love you so much. Like, it's funny now. Like, we can laugh about it now. Also, I miss you. My client, she's a hella regular. This was before I moved, so it's hard to come see me all the way like 2 hours away now. I get it. She was a hella regular, like would not miss an appointment. And this particular appointment, she's not as happy, giddy, like whatever. I can read a room. Like, I'll let my clients, like if you're having a bad day, or not even a bad day, but like if you're tired, if you don't feel like talking, we're good. Yeah, it just seemed like she was not feeling well. She's also like a 5-star client. Stays perfectly still, doesn't bump anything. This particular time, she's putting her hand out and like this, like hella tired. And I'm like, are you okay? You seem really tired, and you're feeling okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm just a little bit nauseous. And then she just faints. And I catch her like across the table. I like grab her sleeves on both arms, because I had like a rolly chair, so I didn't want her to like roll out of the chair and like hit her head or something. Wake up, please wake up. I'm so scared. She finally wakes up and she's like, what happened? And I'm like, girl, you fainted. Like, you fainted. I had like some stairs next to my front door, so I had her like sit down on the stairs, and I went and I grabbed her like some water, and I think I got her like a candy or something. And I'm like, girl, like you had me so scared. I thought you died. I thought you were gonna hit your head. I didn't eat anything this morning. Like, I think like the fumes, you know, like just, that's definitely what it was. The fumes knocked her on her ass. Yeah, I was traumatized. She had the nerve to tell me she still wanted her nails done. So once she felt a little bit better, we actually finished the appointment. I was so traumatized. I was just so scared, because I felt like I was liable for her life. Like, I'm like, please don't die in my arms. But yeah, it's so important for me, especially to eat before a nail appointment, because them fumes will get to you for sure. I'm going to just continue to work on these nails until another story pops up in my head. These are looking too good. Too good. I hate when people ask for chains on their nails. It's so cute, but not fun. Guys, I went and saw Wuthering Heights last night, and I was deeply disturbed. I just feel like love should be more easy than that, and it just left me with like no hope for humanity. You could love someone with your whole life and still not end up with them. That is a tragedy. I'm gonna finish these nails since I really don't have anything else to share. They have been completed. Don't they look gorgeous? They're literally perfect. Thank you for watching, and I love you, God loves you, and I will talk to you soon.